Yo, bro,
Hmm?
who do you think is about to be DLC?
I think Bandanity, he's just a must. Maybe Rayman too. I would love to see Gino. I think that would
Uh,
be
aren't,
so.
aren't those characters spirits?
What the hell did you just say?
You know, Bandana D, Rayman. They're both spirits. And doesn't that deconfirm fighters?
Nah, they don't deconfirm fighters, bro.
Then why is Piranha Plant not a spirit?
Yo, chill. Rest in peace to our boy. Please keep him in your thoughts and prayers. He must fulfill his duty on being Team Spirits Deconfirmed. Anyways, all joking aside, let's get into the video. A few things I'd like to get out of the way before we go into my predictions. I want to go over the Sakurai tweet where he said Nintendo picked the fighters. I feel like that was just kind of a mistranslation or something along those lines. I feel like when he said Nintendo, he just meant his team. So I think it's not gonna, the picks for DLC is not gonna be made from someone else besides Sakurai. It's gonna be made from Sakurai and his team like it always has been. And Nintendo actually made a really interesting tweet to go watch the Game Awards, and they actually advertised Smash Brothers in it. So we might actually get potential news tomorrow, which is actually really surprising. So we might see a DLC fighter there, we might not. Who knows what Nintendo has in store, but they did kind of say, they kind of did put hashtag Super Smash Brothers Ultimate with the to go watch the Game Awards, which I find really interesting. And now on to the controversial topic per se. I personally think spirits are deconfirmed, so these predictions are made with that in mind. So the reason why I think spirits deconfirmed is one, Piranha Plant is not a spirit, and two, why would you simulate a battle as if you're fighting that character if they'll eventually be a fighter? For me, it doesn't really make much sense for that to happen. And third, some people say, Mario has a spirit, he's deconfirmed. Daisy has a spirit, she's deconfirmed. But fighter spirits are a totally different category from the other spirits, and they actually do not have spirit battles. All the other ones do, however. And there's other spirits that do have spirit battles, such as Partner Pikachu, which people say, oh no, Pikachu deconfirmed as a joke, but that's not the actual name. It really isn't. It's completely different because it says Partner Pikachu. It does not say just Pikachu. So those are the reasons why I think spirits are deconfirmed. And now let's talk about my predictions for the Fighter Pass. So for the first one, I think it's going to be a Square rep because, a credible leaker, Vergeben, he said there's going to be a DLC of a new Square Enix rep. The question is, who's the new Square Enix rep going to be? I have a feeling it's either a Final Fantasy character, a Dragon Quest character, or Sora. So let's just break it up right now. For Final Fantasy, I see possibly three options happening. Either Noctis, Lightning, or Tidus. Tidus, it would make sense since the Final Fantasy X port is coming to the Switch, and the Final Fantasy 13 because I believe she was actually planned to be in Smash 4 because Square Enix actually wanted a more recent Final Fantasy rep, and then Noctis because he is a more recent Final Fantasy rep, so I'm pretty sure Square would probably want to see Noctis in Smash. And then now for the Dragon Quest character, I'll be honest, I don't know too much about Dragon Quest. I've never really played it. I hear Slime. He's probably the most iconic Dragon Quest character, but I really don't see how a moveset would work for him. They could probably just go over another Dragon Quest character because I believe it's like Final Fantasy where the protagonist, is always changing. It's never the same. And then now, Sora, who's the main character of Kingdom Hearts, and this would just be so perfect. I'm pretty sure this is probably one of the most anticipated games of 2019, if not the most anticipated game of 2019, and it's one of the most anticipated games of all time, and it's coming out soon. So I really hope Sora is the first DLC, but we really don't know who it is going to be yet. And if you want to see, what my likeness of Sora being in the game, you can actually go to one of my previous videos. The next rep, I believe it might be a Microsoft character. That sounds so insane, but Microsoft and Nintendo are actually on good terms now. And Phil Spencer even said he would allow Banjo to be in the game. But the question is it going to be Banjo? We don't know, because there's another character from Microsoft who might also be in Smash, and that's Steve from Minecraft. That sounds crazy. Virgibed actually said something Minecraft related will be in the game, and he said it's an Ender Dragon boss who he's not in the game right now, so it might just be an update. Who knows? Only time will tell. But both Banjo and Steve do have a chance. Master Chief, maybe that's kind of stretching. I don't think Master Chief would join. And now for the third one, who's actually hasn't been leaked at all. It hasn't been talked about by Virgin, but I personally believe we'll get a new Namco rep. For me, it just seems so odd that they put so many like Capcom representation in Smash, such as Monster Hunter, and they didn't do the same thing with Namco. Because Heihachi, he had a Mii costume in Smash 4, and then it's just Heihachi's not anywhere to be seen. Akira is still able to be seen. Same thing with more Monster Hunter stuff. So just Tekken just being out of it, it just does not make too much sense to me. Same thing with Lloyd. It's just kind of awkward how they're just not present. But I honestly think either one of the two. I think Heihachi is more likely than Lloyd, because he was actually planned twice for Smash 4. Once because Pac-Man was put in instead, and then second because Ryu was put in instead. So that's 2 times that this man has been cut. So that's just astounding to me, because Sakurai said the moveset was too hard to think of. So hopefully he can actually implement a moveset for Heihachi and it'll work out well. And now for the 4th rep, I think it's going to be none other than Ninja Gaiden Ryu Hayabusa. For me, it's just, I kind of said this before, it just seems so weird that they have Fatal Frame, another Koei Tecmo series, and then nothing else. Like, they don't have their big 3. There's no Dynasty Warriors, there's no Dead or Alive, and there's no Ninja Gaiden. And I think the most recognizable rep from Koei Tecmo is Ryu Hayabusa, and just him not to be present at the game at all, unlike Rayman or Rabbids, where like that's like their most iconic series besides Assassin's Creed. But let's not get into that. It's just so weird how Ninja Gaiden and Dynasty Warriors is not represented at all, but Fatal Frame is. I really don't know. And then for the 5th one, I'm just gonna say it, like random character, probably a Nintendo character, and I honestly think it'll become it's a new Nintendo series, because they said they're gonna add 5 stages with additional music. So I think all of the DLC characters is actually gonna be a new series introduced into Smash. That's just the way I see it, because usually new series come with a new stage and music. So I feel like making it a new series is more plausible. Anyways, those are my predictions, and hopefully it will be like my predictions. I think they might be pretty accurate. Only time can tell. Anyways, have a good one and stay hyped.